In 1932, the United States Public Health Service, in collaboration with the Tuskegee Institute, initiated a study that would endure for 40 years. Officially titled the Tuskegee Study of Untreated Syphilis in the Negro Male, it involved 600 African-American men from Macon County, Alabama, 399 diagnosed with latent syphilis, and 201 serving as a control group without the disease. Participants were not informed of the study's true purpose, nor did they provide informed consent. Instead, they were told they were receiving treatment for bad blood, a local term encompassing various ailments. This deception, combined with the withholding of effective treatment even after penicillin became available, represents one of the most profound violations of medical ethics in American history. Today, we examine this dark stain on medical ethics through the lens of historical facts. The early 20th century saw syphilis as a widespread and feared disease across the United States. By the 1930s, it affected millions, with limited and toxic treatments such as arsenic and mercury compounds. Racial pseudoscience of the era falsely suggested that the disease progressed differently in African American populations, influencing study design. Macon County, Alabama had one of the highest syphilis rates in the nation. The Public Health Service viewed the region as an ideal location to observe the natural progression of untreated syphilis in Black men, building on earlier European studies. However, these assumptions ignored the ethical imperative to treat participants and reflected broader societal inequalities. Macon County in 1932 was a place of profound poverty and limited healthcare access. African American sharecroppers, many illiterate, struggled under the legacy of sharecropping and segregation. The Tuskegee Institute, a respected historically Black institution, lent credibility to the study through its partnership with the Public Health Service. Local nurse Eunice Rivers played a key role in participant retention. The study promised free medical examinations, meals, and burial insurance, inducements that proved irresistible to men who had rarely seen a physician. These socioeconomic conditions made the community particularly vulnerable.
Recruitment relied on deliberate deception. Men were informed they would receive free care for bad blood, but were never told they had syphilis,
or that the study aimed to observe the disease's untreated course. No informed consent was obtained, violating fundamental ethical standards even by 1930s norms. Blood draws, spinal taps, and physical examinations were conducted under the guise of treatment. Participants received placebos such as aspirin or iron tonics, while researchers documented disease progression through autopsies upon death.
The study's design was observational, intended initially for 6 months but extended indefinitely.
Researchers tracked symptoms including cardiovascular damage, neurological effects, and eventual organ failure. The control group received the same deceptive care.
Data were published in medical journals without ethical scrutiny.
By withholding even the limited treatments available in 1932, and later more effective ones, the study prioritized scientific observation over human welfare. From 1932 to 1942, the study proceeded with regular examinations and minimal interventions. Participants believed they were receiving beneficial care. Researchers collaborated with local physicians to ensure no external treatment interfered. The onset of World War II saw some men drafted, but the study continued. Ethical concerns, if any, were overshadowed by the era's prevailing attitudes toward race and research. By 1943, penicillin had become the standard, safe, and effective cure for syphilis, with rapid treatment centers established nationwide. Yet the Public Health Service deliberately withheld it from Tuskegee participants. Researchers actively prevented men from accessing penicillin through local doctors and clinics. The study was transferred to the Centers for Disease Control in 1957 but continued unchanged. This decision marked a profound ethical breach, as effective therapy existed but was denied. Throughout the 1950s and 1960s, the study persisted despite medical advancements and internal awareness of harm. Participants continued to suffer advanced syphilis complications. By the late 1960s, approximately 28 men had died directly from syphilis, and over 100 from related complications. At least 40 wives contracted the disease, and 19 children were born with congenital syphilis. The study exemplified a failure of beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. In 1965, Public Health Service investigator Peter Buxton learned of the study and raised ethical objections in writing to superiors. His concerns were dismissed. By 1972, frustrated with inaction, Buxton provided documents to Associated Press reporter Jean Heller.
Her July 25, 1972 exposé revealed the study's continuation to the public, igniting national outrage and congressional scrutiny.
Public outrage led to the immediate formation of an ad hoc advisory panel.
In October 1972, the panel deemed the study ethically unjustified.
The study officially ended in November 1972. Survivors received medical care through the newly established Tuskegee Health Benefit Program, later expanded to families. The 1973 class action lawsuit resulted in a $10 million out-of-court settlement in 1974.
The scandal prompted sweeping reforms. The 1974 National Research Act established institutional review boards. The 1979 Belmont Report codified principles of respect for persons, beneficence, and justice. These changes mandated informed consent and oversight for human subjects research, fundamentally altering medical ethics standards in the United States. The human cost extended beyond participants. Families suffered intergenerational trauma. The study eroded trust in medical institutions within African American communities, an impact persisting today. The last study participant died in January 2004, the last widow in 2009. 10 children of participants continue receiving benefits. On May 16, 1997, President Bill Clinton formally apologized to the survivors at the White House. He stated that the United States government had done something deeply, profoundly, morally wrong. The apology acknowledged the betrayal of trust and the racist dimensions of the study, marking a national reckoning. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study remains a cautionary tale against exploiting vulnerable populations. It underscores the necessity of ethical vigilance in research. Modern bioethics demands transparency, equity, and participant protection. Its legacy informs ongoing efforts to rebuild trust and prevent recurrence. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study stands as a dark stain on medical ethics, reminding us that scientific advancement must never come at the expense of human dignity. Through remembrance and reform, we honor the victims and safeguard the future. This is the enduring lesson of Tuskegee.
If this story moved you, like, subscribe, and share for more untold histories. I'm Pasque Media, and I'll see you next time.